Oh my god. That was a bad idea. I think I'm gonna be sick. Anyway, I got the kids down with me here panning. Well, that was the plan anyway. But of course they turned over a rock and found a spider, and it was kind of going downhill from there. And chasing the spider, they turned over another rock, and then they found a yabby, and then it was all over now. So they're off chasing yabbies and having a ball. I've nearly drowned myself. My chest is feeling god awful.
G'day. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name's Stuart Chignall. I am producing a range of videos on all sorts of different stuff. But today's video is on my Mark 1 crevice sucker. So what actually happened there was that the pump wasn't working. You know, for a number of reasons I'll go into in a sec. But so out of frustration, because I was sure there was gold on the bottom of that hole, I took the clear BVAC hose off the bucket and just sucked it up myself, and that was working really well. I'd suck up a little bit, I could see it in the tube, and then I'd blow it into the bucket, and then I'd do it again, and then I'd do it again, and then I did a bit, and I only got a little bit. I thought, oh look, I'll just suck up a bit more, and that was a bad idea, because the bit that I'd already sucked up fell to sort of the middle of the tube. I sucked up more, and I'd been sucking about 1/3 of the tube at a time, which meant that I got 1/6 of the tube of water, gravel, mud slammed into my mouth, and a good portion of it went down my lungs, which wasn't good. So don't do that. Just don't do that. It's just too dangerous. I was actually really lucky that I didn't get aspiration pneumonia. As it is, I think I've already been to the doctor to sort of get checked out. I'm going to go back to the doctor, I think, this week, because just to double check that I don't have any gravel lodged in my lungs, because I've been feeling a bit funny, and I'm not sure it's psychosomatic, whether I'm just doing my head in because I'm thinking, oh geez, it'd be bad if I had a piece of gravel down there, or whether I actually do. But I've been getting a couple of pains in the chest, so I'm gonna get that checked out. Definitely. Now it was really simple to build. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to build it camping.
You going?
Are they ready?
We have the dulcet tones of camping with small children.
But I don't really want to go into the build because, one, it is so simple, and also it, well, didn't work. It's really just a bucket, a couple of bulkhead fittings, some hose clamps, a few other fittings, and that's it. Oh, and a pump. So anyway, what went wrong? Well, the first thing that went wrong is the little rubber grommets that were meant to be inside the nut and tail fittings were missing. I thought I'd checked that they were there before I left. Didn't have them when I put together. So I wasn't very confident it would work. Like, if there's enough suction from the pump, then it would still suck water, but I wasn't terribly confident. Second thing was that the hoses were just too long. If you had two people, one operating the pump, one operating the hose, okay, yeah, you probably want it longer. But for a single person, no, it was way too long. As was the other one, as was the other hose. But I was just putting it together. I grabbed the things before we left. Didn't have a chance to do it, so it was very rough and ready. But a couple of realizations. Clearing out the crevices by hand was a lot more efficient. Even if the pump had been working, perfectly, it's still much easier to get in there with a trowel and dig out the gravel. You really only want to use the crevice sucker for the last stage, when you're just trying to do that final cleanup and get rid of that gold that's fallen off everything and is ending up concentrated at the bottom of the hole. Which means you don't need a bucket. So I'm thinking of redoing this with a smaller bucket, possibly not even a bucket, just a large section, maybe 100 mil DWV fitting with an end cap on one end and a screw fitting on the other. Because one of the other things that went wrong is that taking the lid on and off the bucket, it was too easy to not put it on properly, and therefore not get a really good seal between the bucket lid and the bucket. So I think a screw fitting, either a small barrel with a screw fitting lid, which I'm going to go check out at the market today, or 100 mil DWV, I think would be a better way to go. Although with a 100 mil DWV, it's might be tricky having enough room in the cap for the bulkhead fittings. Yeah. Anyway, that'll be the Mark II. But yeah, I really don't think you need like a whole bucket. Having said that, if I was back in Trentham, or even here in Bendigo and it's winter, maybe I want to be using the Crevice sucker a bit more and not getting in the water as much. At the moment it's summer, at the moment there's not much water, so that's not such an issue. So yeah, that might be the Mark III sucker. Yeah, but in the meantime, see any gold yet? You're not working the light material to the back of the pan. Do you remember how to do it?
Yeah, I was.
No, you're not, because it's not going to the back of the pan. Here, stop. Shake. And water down there. Okay?
Nice.
Yeah.
If this pours on me, I'm going to get really cross.
It's a very tiny amount of water. Even if it did, you'd barely get wet. Now stop.
Nice.
You're not working the material to the back of the pan. So see that? Gets it down, and then you get another little bit. And you work it down.
Okay, we'll stop and let me have a bit.
Okay.
Is that gold? Those
Chunky bits?
No.
What colour are they? What colour are they? Have you found the sapphire yet?
No, I've only found 2 huge chunks of gold.
Right,
Oh, that's...
keep looking for the sapphire. When you see it, you won't miss it. What colour is it?
Oh, there's a blue and a red. Is that it?
I
That's
can really
it.
actually see.
Yeah, but guess what the orange thing is?
What's the orange thing?
It took me ages to work it out. And do you know what helped me work it out?
What?
Local knowledge.
Okay.
So I'm not going to tell anyone, people have got to guess. So I'm going to take some really detailed photos and post them on Instagram and Facebook and see if people can work it out. But isn't that beautiful? That blue, it's even better when you hold it up to the sunlight. But look at that gold, look at that nugget! Yeah! That's a real nugget.
Is there any other nuggets?
There's some little tiny pickers, but yeah, when I say little tiny pickers, like they're tiny compared to that monster. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it useful, at least for not what to do, especially using a tube to suck up there at the bottom of crevices. That's a bad idea. Don't do it. But anyway, stay tuned for some of the other videos from this camping trip. I'm not sure of the order of publishing, but there's some cooking on the fire where I make some fudge. There's some other gold stuff that we do, including finding having a local show us a bushranger's hideout, which is pretty cool, and some also really cool mine workings, including one that'll fit in with the 16th century mining series, prospecting series that I'm doing. So yeah, have fun, stay tuned, and if you're not already subscribed and you want to see those videos when I publish them, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification, because if you don't do that, Google, YouTube won't tell you when I actually put the videos out, even if you've hit the subscribe button. So yeah, have fun, and I'll see you guys around.